Hello, friends. This is the Sun Woman. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my new series, The Ascension Collective. And this is going to be a group of readings for each of the 12 signs. This reading is for Aries Ascension. And if you have Aries Sun, Moon, or Rising, or if you have, say, a stellium of Aries planets in your chart, which is the dominant energy, then this reading is for you. My Ascension series is focused on giving you the information that you need to move to the next level in your life, in your spiritual growth, in your relationships, in your goals, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. This reading is for you to kind of give you a little clarity on what you need to focus on and what may be holding you back and what your strengths are. If you would like a personal reading, I have a new Etsy shop that I would love for you to visit. You can check out the link in the description box below. And you can also download for 99 cents a PDF that I created called 10 Principles to Master for Abundance and Prosperity. And again, proceeds for that are going to charity. And that will give you some really interesting and good practices with affirmations to help you remove the blocks that might be blocking you from reaching your abundance and your prosperity. All right, so let's go ahead and do the reading now. And again, this is for my Aries collective. I've already pre-shuffled the cards and I'm going to lay them down and tell you the story that I am seeing. This is a general reading for Aries collective. All right. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Fool. I'll be moving everything closer so that you can see them once I lay everything down. We have the Four of Wands, the Death card, the Eight of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the last card here, Aries collective, last card. Last card for Aries collective is, all right, the Seven of Cups. Okay, let me just move everything out the way a little bit here. My seashells from the seashore. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. Let's see if you can see that. The Chariot. All right. Then I'm just going to take one oracle card to start off this reading. This is for Aries collective. Aries collective. All right. Release. Uh-huh. All right, Aries, this is your card. Release. That's a beautiful card. All right, let's go. So, your lesson, your journey, your destination, your roadmap is leading you at this time, Aries, to release from your life those practices, those people, those connections, the memories, all of those things that might be holding you back right now from making progress, from moving towards your goals, moving towards becoming who you are supposed to be and what you're supposed to be doing right now. The key to this victory that we have here at the base of the deck is releasing what you no longer need. So, like in autumn, where the trees go through the cycle of releasing those leaves that have died, those things that are no longer providing nourishment, no longer flourishing, so that that tree can become dormant again for the winter months and prepare itself for spring, right? So you are in a phase of letting go at this point. What underlines that? Well, here we go. The death card in the middle. Okay, so the death card is in the center point. A little closer here. It's in the center of your reading, right? So you have two themes here, two strong themes of releasing, letting go. Now, in the past, we have the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like some of you have been trying to contemplate, okay, do I hold on? Do I let go? Do I try and rebuild? Or do I start fresh? Your dominant suit here is wands. You have a lot of wands. So the Four of Wands, the Eight of Wands, Seven of Wands, the Two of Wands. This is movement. This is energy. Wands, right? If you think about bows and arrows, the person using the bow and arrow will pull back and then release those wands. So there is a destination. There's always movement. There's a need for movement. So this dominant energy for you is the need to move now, to start taking that decisive action. And the only way that you can do that is to let go of what you may have been holding on to, perhaps as a security blanket, right? You have the Four of Wands and the Fool here. So some of you may have recently made commitments. It could be commitment to a person, could be a commitment to a business, could be commitment to a project or an idea, could be a commitment to yourself to start fresh. The Fool is starting at zero, right? The Fool is not even the number one card, it's the zero card. So the Fool has, it's fresh possibilities, it's limitless possibilities. The book hasn't been written, the story hasn't been told yet. The Fool here is embarking on a journey, starting fresh, starting new. The Fool has only with them their loyal companion, whatever they can carry on their back. Some of you may have recently moved, physically moved location, moved, your home. So decision making, movement, starting fresh. You have the Eight of Wands crowning you here. And the Eight of Wands, again, it's about energy. It's about making progress towards your goals. It's about a fresh wind blowing in and pushing you towards success, right? But there needs to be communication. There needs to be decision making. There needs to be planning. There needs to be a clear goal. Do you have a clear goal? The Chariot here and the Eight of Wands could be related to travel, right? You may need to uproot, or maybe you have uprooted already. You've started fresh. The death card, you have closed, or you are in the process now of ending a way of life, a period of life, a phase of your life. Um, in the ground, you have a plant shooting up, right, out of the cold earth. This seed pushes through for a new sapling, a new sprouting of energy, of life. Two of Wands here. Again, we're talking about travel. We're talking about setting out on a new destination. So there's a lot of decision making, traveling, movement, beginning again, making progress, choosing between two, I just heard, careers, jobs, opportunities. But if you look, she is holding the map. So she is mapping out her own destination. She's mapping out her own life, her own journey. She has two forks in the road here, right? There's a fork in the road where she could make one of two decisions, but it looks like she's already favoring the one to the left. Now, if you take a look, there are mountains in the distance. So she may have to climb over those mountains to get to where she needs to be. But I feel a sense of confidence. Again, what's on her back? Her backpack, just like the Fool. Minimal, minimal material things, only what's needed, only the essentials, taking those with you, on this journey. Now, in the near future, you have the Queen of Cups and the Seven of Wands. So you may need to defend your decision, right? You may need to defend committing, recommitting to your own needs. There may be others around you who don't understand the decisions that you are making or that you will make. Some of you are recommitting to a passion, to a passionate desire, or a passionate project, or something that is deeply ingrained in who you are. You may be offering your gifts up to the public, up to the world. It's something sacred. So there's something sacred in this cup that's being offered up. And while you're doing so, you may need to protect yourself. You may need to defend yourself. You may need to defend, to ward off people who want to discourage you from following this path. There will be naysayers. There will be people who try and say, well, maybe it's better for your security if you go in this direction, or you don't know. Maybe you need to, do what you were doing before. But all of this is talking about newness. All of this talking about, is talking about risk taking and taking chances to make progress towards this goal, towards this victory. Some of you may have two people in your life who are willing to defend you to the death, right? Who are willing to protect you, defend you. They could be very different people. They could be relatives, could be friends, could be colleagues. And some of you may feel as though you are constrained, right? You see the woman here, she's in the wheelchair. But there is still a sense of success. She's still, she's throwing her hands up in victory. Regardless of of her being bound in this position, she is still able to feel a sense of satisfaction and a sense of achievement in, maybe just getting to the beach, right? Maybe just arriving where she is. Maybe the journey was long, okay? The Two of Wands. Maybe the journey was difficult. Besides making a difficult decision, she had to go over mountains, obstacles. Um, she had to defend herself against others, but she was victorious. And in the future, in the distant future, we have the Seven of Cups. What I'm getting from this, Aries, is that whatever it is that you decide to do, you are going to be very successful. Okay. And not only are you going to be successful, but you may, what this reminds me of is bees to honey, right? Moths to a flame. So there may be a lot of people wanting to pull on your energy. You may have to be very careful with the decisions that you make, the people that you decide to connect with, the people that you trust. Some may not be who they seem. You may be only seeing half of their face, right? Other part of their face is obscured. Um, you know, yes, there may be success here, but you also have to be careful of the decisions. Here's a dragon, here's a snake, a person who is only showing half their face. This person here, I don't know why his lips are blue, but, you know, blue lips is a sign of lack of oxygen. Um, so this could be someone who is lifeless, who really doesn't have, who is not life giving. Something wrong, with this person. And you have to be very careful. You have to be very careful of who you surround yourself with. So you're going to have a lot of options. With success brings attention. And with attention, there are people who want the best for you, and then there are those who could be jealous and who could want to latch on to you, right? So you're going to have to be very careful. You're going to have to be contemplative of the world around you, contemplative of the offers. You're going to get a lot of offers. These could be romantic offers, they could be professional offers. There are going to be options. There could be a number of people who want to become connected to you emotionally. The cups is about emotions and about love, but you're going to have to be very discerning. I just heard a firecracker go off there, so that's kind of a confirmation, right? So there may be, you may meet people and experience some fireworks with them, but make sure that you are looking deep and you're getting to know people before you get involved, right? Because it may not be it may be firecrackers, but it could turn into an explosive situation. So you want to be very careful. Okay. All right. So let's see. I am going to ask you, Aries, to form a question in your mind. And once you have that question, I'll give you about 30 seconds to form that question. And while you're doing that, I'm going to shuffle cards. I'm going to lay down 3 cards in response to your question. So please hold it in your mind. I'll be silent for a few seconds here while I shuffle. All right, Aries. In response to the question that you're holding in your mind, I'm going to pull 3 cards. And here we go. First card is the Sun. Beautiful. Second card is the Two of Wands. Again, you have the Two of Wands right here, so you have the Two of Wands twice. That's significant. And the third card, wow, in response to your question, Aries, is the Eight of Wands. Again, the Eight of Wands here, at crowning your reading. So very powerful that two of the cards that were already in the reading came up with a separate deck. And what's the significance of these cards? Well, we have the Sun, we have the Two of Wands, and we have the Eight of Wands. The Sun and the Chariot card for me have very similar energy. It's victory, it's happiness, it's new energy, it is success, it is well-being, it's peace of mind, it is abundance, it's prosperity. You have a woman here who is meditating, and you have just a sense of well-being. Not really calling signs, but there could be a Leo person that's significant in your life. All right, or coming into your life. You have the Two of Wands again, which is expanding your horizons, making a decision to expand your horizons, making a choice. And you have the Eight of Wands, which is progress towards those goals. Communication, there could be movement overseas, there could be significant travel, a lot of conversations, a lot of correspondence going back and forth. So again, all of these themes, all of the same for you, Aries: success, movement, making choices, and progress to your goals. Again, this was a reading for Aries Ascension. Thank you so much. Please check out the link in the description below, and I'll see you on the next reading. Namaste.